Alex Kattar Press, and I'm here with Parker Porter, who returns to action next weekend against Alan Baudot. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be talking with you. 12 days out. How you feeling?
I'm feeling sharp. I'm feeling ready to go. I'm ready to fight now.
That's awesome to hear, man. I saw that you did a float tank a couple days ago. How was that?
That was a really cool experience. I've never done it before. It was my first time, and I don't float at all in the water as it is. Like if I go swimming with the kids or anything like that, I sink like a freaking rock. Even when I try to float, it just gradually the feet just start to drop and then pull me right under. So just being able to actually like completely relax my body and float, that alone was a cool experience. But then, it's a full-on sensory deprivation tank. So it's completely dark, it's a soundproof room, and you're just kind of alone with your own thoughts, able to really just fully decompress and relax your body. And it was a really rejuvenating experience, to the point where I signed up to do it again. I'm going on Wednesday. I'm definitely going to be incorporating that into like a regular routine part of my recovery stuff. Um, and like the way that I felt afterwards, it was a 75-minute session, and it was like I had taken the most perfect power nap, but I was awake the entire time. I woke up, I felt great. Like when you take a nap in the middle of the day or something, you sleep too little, it's not enough. You sleep too much, you wake up more tired than you were. This was like right on the money. It was that perfect sweet spot. So I'm looking forward to doing it again and kind of almost getting better at it as I go, like they said I would.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's, that's so cool. I haven't done it myself, but everyone I've talked to says it's a great great source of meditation, and it's very relieving.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was. It was like we do all this stuff for helping our body recover as much as quickly as possible, between cold therapy, massage, physical therapy. That the mental aspect is always kind of so neglected. And obviously, being a combat sport athlete, that's probably what we need more than anything, because it's a high pressure, high stress kind of job. I mean, so literally you're in a fight. Somebody's trying to take your head off when you're in that cage, and you're in that kind of atmosphere on a pretty regular basis when you're sparring and grappling. And it was a really rejuvenating experience.
Awesome. But that's awesome to hear. I wanted to touch on your fight with Chase Sherman. It's about 6 months. How did you feel about that performance?
I felt good. I felt like I felt similar to Conor McGregor when he fought Dustin Poirier that second time around. I felt like I was checking those calf kicks in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, that second, like halfway through that second round and that third round, it started to be like, it doesn't feel quite so great. But I was happy with my head movement when I got that takedown in the first round and finished the round on top of him. I came away with a win. It was unanimous, and I broke the same record I broke when I fought Josh Parisian. So I really can't complain.
Awesome, man. What'd you learn from that performance?
That I am still, as long as I've been doing this, there's still always room to improve and get better. But I most importantly learned that I belong here in this division at this level.
So you only fought once in 2021. Was that frustrating, or was it fine to take some time off and let your body rest?
No, that was super frustrating. I was originally scheduled to fight Chase back in April. I ended up catching COVID like a week and a half before the fight and had to pull out. And then all the cards were so filled up and jam packed that they couldn't get us in to fight each other again until August. So that's why. And then I was trying to get another fight again in 2021 before the end of the calendar year, but same kind of situation. Oh, hang on a sec. You back?
Yeah,
I lost you for a second. Sorry. I Same kind of situation. I was trying to get in again on that card, and I couldn't get in time because they were so busy and filled up. But I also needed a little bit of time to heal because of those kicks and everything in that fight.
Gotcha. This fight with Alan Baudot kind of popped out of nowhere about a couple weeks ago. Did you know about it for a while, or is this a short notice fight?
No, I've known about it since before Christmas.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah, it was actually November, I think, is when we signed the contract.
nice, nice. What do you think of the matchup?
I like it. I think it's a good matchup. I think it sets up for a really entertaining fight. You know, like he comes out game. He's a good striker. And you know that I like to bang and push that pace. So, I think we're going to give the fans exactly what they're looking for. But I can also confidently say that I don't think it's going to go the full distance.
I mean, that's kind of where I was going with this. How do you see the fight playing out, and do you have a prediction?
Um, I can't really say I got a prediction other than the fight will definitely not go to the third round. It won't go to the decision for sure. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that's not going to happen, and I'm sure he's going to be doing the same.
Looking to get that first UFC finish?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You're finally a favorite in this matchup after being an underdog your first three fights.
Yep.
Does that feel good?
It feels good, but it really doesn't change anything. People are like, "Oh, it's got to be a big confidence booster." I'm like, those are just betting odds. That only matters to the people with money on the fight. You know, nothing has changed in my mindset or my training regimen because of that. But it definitely, I'd be lying if I said it didn't feel better. You know.
Sure, for sure. Um, I want to have some. So, with your next fight in 20, after this one, I'm assuming you want to be in front of a crowd, right?
I would love to. Yeah. Yeah. I've had every single one of my fights at the Apex Center. The last fight, they had a small crowd there, but I would really like to get that experience of the big arena with the, tens of thousands of fans, or thousands of fans, screaming and booing, cheering, all that fun stuff. I really have always kind of thrived off of the energy of the crowd I fight in front of, regardless of how it's going.
What do you want the rest of your 2022 to look like?
I'd like to fight at least 3 times this year. I really want to keep moving, keep active. I'm not the youngest fighter in the division, and I want to make sure I can cash in on all the work that I've put in, and really just show people that I'm not just here to just do this as a hobby. Like this is a goal of mine. I'm trying to climb that ladder one rung at a time.
Um, Finally, I just wanted your management mate, Calvin Kattar, came back and shut everybody up and proved all the doubters wrong. I just wanted your opinion on that fight, man.
I thought that was an incredible fight. I was really proud of his performance. It was amazing. He just completely stuck. Him and the team came up with an amazing game plan, and they stuck to it and implemented it so well. He's tough as nails, and it was just so great to see him come out on top like that yet again, and still remind everybody else as well as himself that he belongs in the top of the division there.
Yeah, I asked Rob Fon, and the MMA fans, recency bias is a huge problem in this sport, and everyone just forgets about your past performances,
Right.
And so I think this was a perfect example of like, go back and watch Calvin's fights. Like this dude is elite, and yeah, he
Yeah.
lost. He got beat up by Max, but like, who doesn't?
Everybody has at this point, like he's doing the same thing to everybody they put in front of him. So, there's no shame in what happened there. He showed a tremendous amount of grit and tenacity in that fight, and he didn't get put away. He stuck it out and he did his damn thing, and he came back and showed, hey, I'm still doing my damn thing.
For sure. Awesome, Parker, man. Thank you so much for your time. If you want to plug your social media, plug your sponsors. The floor is yours.
I appreciate it. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Parker Porter MMA. I've a big shout out to my teammates as always, Kia Galampour, Dan Frazick, Coach Crew Ed Thornton, Chris Samboy, Matt Frazick, all you guys. If you guys are in the central Connecticut area looking for a place to go train with some fun guys like myself, you can come check us out at Heavy Hitters. We're right here in New Britain, Connecticut. Come see what it's all about.